10 minutes past 8 now on BBC Radio Cornwall with James Churchfield and Julie Scantlebury. A new research project in Cornwall is calling for members of the public to help study the effects of virtual reality on your health. Spending time in nature can be good for your health and well-being, but for many, it can be hard to get to the wilds on a regular basis. So researchers at the University of Exeter Medical School's Truro campus are using state-of-the-art virtual reality technology to try and overcome this problem and create the experience of being in nature, but without even going outdoors. And they need your help to achieve this. Let's talk to Nicky Yeo now, who's the PhD researcher running the study. Morning, Nicky.
Morning.
How is this going to work?
So let me give you a little bit of context. So you've given a great background there. We know that getting out into nature can be really, really good for us. You know, especially down here in Cornwall, we know that getting out onto our favourite beaches can be really beneficial. It can make us feel a lot better if we're having a stressful day. But like you said, some people just can't get out there. So for whatever reason, some people can't get outdoors. If they're perhaps, in hospital for extended periods of time, or maybe they're in long-term care. We all know somebody, we've all cared for somebody that's been there. We know that, they just might struggle to get outdoors. And so the idea behind this project is to bring nature into them. And that's using virtual reality. So for those who aren't really sure what virtual reality is, I'll just give a bit of an overview. So it's a kind of technology which is capable of presenting simulations of real environments. Mm-hmm. So you may have seen these headsets advertised.
That's right. So it's sort of like these big sort of box things that you actually strap onto your head and cover your eyes completely, don't you?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So when somebody puts one of those on, they kind of go into an environment and it's as if they're really in it. And so it has this capability. It's very, very immersive, and it gives you a sense of being present, and it has this capability of allowing you to forget about the room around you.
What about the sort of the sensations? Would you have like a bit of breeze blowing, or the smells are part of it as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, we're concentrating mostly on vision and sound and getting those up to as good as they can be. But we've also got ways of making a breeze come in. So at the moment, we've got a fan in our room, which is creating that sensation. And so what we really want as part of this research study is to make the environments as good as they can possibly be and as believable as they can be. And so we're asking the people of Cornwall, so that's people aged over 18, just to come to the Knowledge Spa at the Trelisk Hospital site for an hour, try out some different kinds of nature environments that we've created, and we'll ask you to fill out some questionnaires and things, and we're looking at things like how you find the environments, what you like and don't like about them, so that we can make them as good as they can be. And we'll also, do some assessments of your well-being, so things like mood and memory. And the idea is that we tried this with the people of Cornwall, the general public, before we take it then into a real-life environment.
Okay. Well, I rather like the sound of that. I think we should go and have a go at this.
Can we have a go?
Absolutely,
Can we come and have a go?
Yeah, please
right.
do.
We'll commit ourselves to doing that. So what is the next step? Given all this data and the feedback you'll get from people like us coming to experience that, what are you going to do with this?
So the study is running until at least the middle of August, and once we gather the data, we analyse it, and we look at everybody's information, we'll work out what does work and what doesn't work. So what kinds of environments people like the best, how long it's good to be in the VR for, if there's certain things people like doing there and certain things that, just don't work for people. And we'll take everything that we've got and we're going to take it into a real life setting. So we'd like to go into a long-term care setting. So something like a care home, either later this year or early next year, and just see if the residents, are receptive to the idea of trying VR.
Is this unique, or has something like this been tried somewhere else?
This project particularly is unique. So we're looking at virtual nature and its ability to improve your mood. Other projects have, it's very new technology, so it's building and building. But other projects in the past have looked at things like videos and photos. But virtual reality just takes that one step further.
Because if it's successful, it has huge ramifications, doesn't it, for people who are housebound, whether that's through disability or through age or whatever. If you're suggesting that their health and well-being is improved by being outdoors and you can replicate that, it's going to make a big difference.
We hope so, yeah. So far, I can't say too much about the study, obviously, as it's still ongoing, but so far we've found that people have really enjoyed it. They've come up with some really salient issues of how to improve it, and they're saying that it really makes you feel like you're there. And I think for some people, just if you can't get outdoors, just imagine if you've been sitting inside the same room for a day or a week or a month, and you just imagine just being immersed in that, that favourite beach, that favourite Cornish beach that you've always gone to, or somewhere you've always wanted to visit. So I think you're right. I think it could be really, really beneficial.
So what do people do? They make an appointment to come, because I presume they don't just rock up at the Knowledge Spa and say, Put me outside
I want to have
inside.
a go. Yes.
So we would love people to sign up, and we've got an online sign-up form, and that is available via the University of Exeter Medical School news page. And also, I've got a phone number, if I could leave that with you.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, and just give me a call and we'll arrange an appointment.
We're going to go, aren't we?
We're definitely going to go, yes. And if you would like to go as well, we'll get those details from Nicky. And our number for you to call to get that is 0808 100 1039. Nicky Yeo, thank you very much. We're
Thank
really
you.
looking forward to experiencing
Thanks
this.
for having me.
Oh, it's great. I could even have a social life. I could have a virtual
go
reality
anywhere,
night
couldn't you?
clubbing. I could sing I Never Go Out After
Yeah.
Dark. Oh, so much potential. The time's 16 minutes past 8.